Do you want
Do
to
you
live
want to
your
live
best
your
life?
best life?
Most people think
that they need to do more and more in order to live a
But
great
the
life.
opposite
But the
is true.
opposite
You need less
is
toxic
true.
things in your life.
You need
We
less
will go
toxic
over
things in
11
your
things
life.
you should
We will go over
quietly
11
eliminate
things you
from
should
your
quietly
life.
eliminate
Once you
from
remove
your
these
life.
11 things,
And once you
will
remove these
instantly
11
notice
things,
how
you
your
will
life
instantly
gets
notice
better.
how your
Number
life
one, letting
gets
go of
better.
people. The first thing
Number
that
one,
you need to
letting
eliminate
go
from
of
your
people.
life is toxic
The first thing
people,
that
be
you
it
need
in
to
the realm of
eliminate from your
friendship or
life
romance.
is
Everyone
toxic
knows
people,
that you become
be
the
it
people
in the
you
realm of
spend the
friendship
most time
or
with, and yet
romance.
most people don't
Everyone
know how
knows
to
that you
end
become
bad
the people you spend the most time
relationships. You
with,
feel obligated
and yet
to
most
stay
people
in
don't know how
contact
to
with
end
people,
bad
even if it hurts them.
relationships.
Listen,
They
no
feel
matter how
obligated to
great
stay
of
in
a time
contact
you
with
once had
people,
with a person
even
times
if it
change
hurts them.
sometimes. The chapter
Listen,
of those people
no matter
in
how
your
great of a
life is
time you
finished.
once had
You
with a
need to
person,
see that for what it is. It
times
doesn't matter
change.
whether you've
Sometimes
known
the
them
chapter
for
of
10
those
years.
people in your
If a
life
person hinders
is
your life,
finished,
causes you pain,
and you
or
need to see
stops you
that
from
for what it
growing, then you
is.
need to go
It
cut
doesn't
them
matter
out
whether
of your
you've
life
known them
out
for
of
10
loyalty
years.
to yourself.
If a person
And you
hinders
don't
your
owe
life,
anyone an
causes you
explanation.
pain,
In
or
fact,
stops you from
it's
growing,
important to
they
end these
need to go.
relationships without
Cut them
telling
out of your
everyone,
life,
Cruz.
out of
When you keep these
loyalty to
matters
yourself.
private, you
And
not
you don't
only
owe
preserve
anyone
the
an
dignity of all
explanation.
involved, but
In
it
fact,
also
it's
helps
important
you
to end these
accept it
relationships
and heal it.
without
So
telling
self-reflect
everyone.
and deal with
Because
the
when you keep
issues
these matters
internally,
private, you
instead
not
of
only preserve the
listening to
dignity
everyone's
of all
opinion
involved,
number to
but it
feeling
also
sorry
helps you
for
with
yourself.
acceptance
There
and
is nothing more
healing.
pathetic
So
than a man
self-reflect
who
and
feels
deal with
sorry
the
for
issues
himself.
internally
I understand
instead of
that life
listening
can
to
be
everyone's
very hard,
opinion.
but no matter
Number
what you are
2,
going through,
feeling
no matter
sorry
your
for
story,
yourself.
a man can
There
feel
is nothing
sorry
more
for himself,
pathetic than
because
a man who
feeling
feels sorry for himself.
ourselves only
Understand
makes us
that
weaker.
life can be
It gives
very
us
hard,
excuses to
but no
fail,
matter what
and
you are
nothing
going
good
through,
ever
no matter
comes
your
from it.
story,
Always
a man
remind
can't
yourself
feel
that
sorry
there are
for
many
himself,
successful
because
people
feeling
out.
sorry for
Therefore, having
ourselves
words
only
when
makes
people
us
become
weaker.
successful
It
by
gives us
complaining or by
excuses to
having a
fail,
victim
and
mindset,
nothing
but
good
by using
ever
their
comes
pain
from
and
it.
pushing forward.
Always
So
remind
instead of
yourself
feeling
that there are
sorry
many
for
successful
yourself, use
people
your
out
pain
there
and
who
rise
had
to
it
the
worse
top
than
number.
you.
Preconscious
They didn't
use
become
of
successful by
social media.
complaining or
Social
by having a
media is
victim
double-edged
mindset,
sword.
but by
You
using
can
their
learn a
pain
lot,
and
make
pushing
a lot
forward.
of money, and
So instead of
improve your
feeling
life
sorry for
massively
yourself,
with it,
use your
you
pain
can also
and
get
rise to
sucked
the
in
top.
and lose yourself.
Number
And most
3,
people
conscious
don't
use of
consciously
social
use
media.
Social media, they
Social
scroll
media is a
and
double-edged
constantly watch
sword.
the
You can
stories
learn
of
a
other
lot,
people.
make a lot
That's
of
why
money,
their
and
mental
improve your
health
life
suffers.
massively
Listen,
with
when we
it.
scroll
But you can
through
also
these
get
digital
sucked in
stories,
and
we
lose
compare
yourself
our
in it.
tough moments
Most
with
people
other
don't
people's
consciously
moments of
use social
highlight.
media.
This makes us
They
feel
scroll and
dissatisfied
constantly
and
watch
jealous
the
too.
stories
You
of
see
other
how it
people,
can be
and
harmful.
that's why
So
their
it's
mental health
important to limit
suffers.
how much time
Listen,
we spend on
when we
social
scroll
media.
through these digital
Think of it like
stories, we
visiting
compare
a
our tough
library
moments with other
specific
people's
purpose.
moments
Go
of
in, find
highlight.
what you need,
This makes us
whether
feel
it's connection,
dissatisfied and
inspiration, or
jealous.
information,
Do you
and
see
then
how
you
it
need to
can be
focus on your own
harmful?
life personally.
So it's important
I
to
have
limit how much
specific
time we
times
spend
during
on
the
social
day
media.
where I'm not allowed
Think of it
to
like
go on
visiting a
social
library
media.
with a
These are
specific
times where I do
purpose.
deep work
Go
training,
in,
or spend
find
time
what you
with
need,
loved ones.
whether it's
Then,
connection,
when I am allowed to
inspiration,
check social
or
media,
information,
I
and
ask
then
myself,
leave to
am I
focus
looking
on
for
your
something
own
useful
life.
here? Or am I just
Personally, I have
wasting
specific
time?
times
When you
during the
ask
day where I'm not
yourself why
allowed to
you're
go
using
on social media.
it helps
These are
you
times
tell
where I
if
do
you're
deep
using it
work,
productively,
train, or
just
spend time
scrolling
with
without
loved
a purpose.
ones.
Lastly,
And when I am
if you
allowed
find
to check
yourself
social
feeling
media,
down
I
after
ask
using
myself,
these
am I looking
platforms,
for
take a
something
break.
useful
Use the
here,
time to do
or am
things
I
you
just
enjoy in the real
wasting
world,
time?
like reading a book,
When you
doing
ask
a
yourself
hobby,
why
or
you're
simply
using social
enjoying
media,
nature
it helps
by
you tell if you're
these
using
things,
it
you not only
productively
protect
or
your
just
mental
scrolling
health,
without
but
a
also
purpose.
rediscover the beauty
Lastly,
of your own
if
story
you find yourself
without
feeling
always
down after using
comparing
these
it to others' number
platforms,
for
take a
self-doubt.
break.
Whenever we
Use
chase
the
our
time to
goals,
do
there
things
comes
you
a
enjoy
point
in the
where
real
self-doubt kicks in.
world,
This
like
self-doubt
reading a book,
can
doing a
destroy our
hobby, or
confidence,
simply
keep
enjoying
us
nature.
further and further
By doing
away
these
from
things, you not
accomplishing our
only
goals.
protect your mental
Now,
health,
most
but also
motivational
rediscover
people
the
will tell
beauty
you
of
to
your own
just keep
story
believing
without
in
always
yourself, but
comparing
that
it to
really
others.
doesn't help when your
Number
self-doubt
4,
is strong. I have
self-doubt.
found that the
Whenever
best
we
way
chase
to
our
get rid of
goals,
self-doubt
there comes a
is to
point where
recognize
self-doubt
that
kicks
often
in.
that self-doubt
This
is
self-doubt can
justified.
destroy our
Think about it.
confidence
If you
and
set
keep
a
us
goal to
further and
become a
further away
millionaire,
from
but
accomplishing
you've never
our
made $1 million
goals.
before, it's only
Now,
natural
most
to view
motivational
yourself
people will
that
tell you to
don't
just keep
possess the
believing in
skills to
yourself,
make $1 million.
but that really
Otherwise,
doesn't
you would
help
have
when
done
your
so already.
self-doubt
So
is strong.
instead of forcing
I have
yourself
found that
to
the
keep
best way to get
believing
rid
in
of
yourself
self-doubt
to the
is to
point of
recognize
delusion,
that often
I want you
that
to look at you and
self-doubt
your goal
is
objectively.
justified.
Picture it too.
Think about about it.
Zero version
If you
of
set the goal to
yourself
become a
has already
millionaire, but
accomplished
you've
this
never
goal,
made a
and then
million
ask yourself,
before,
how
it's
is
only
he
natural
able
to
do
feel
it? What
self-doubt.
capabilities
You don't
does this
possess
do?
the skills to
Zero
make a
version of
million,
yourself
otherwise you would have done
Listed
so
down those
already.
capabilities
So instead
are
of
what
forcing
you need
yourself
in
to keep
order
believing in
remove
yourself to the
self-doubt
point of
and achieve your
delusion,
goal, so
I want you to
change
look
it
at
to
you
zero
and your
version of
goal
yourself
objectively.
until you become him.
Picture a
That's the best
2.0
way
version
to
of
deal with
yourself that has
self-doubt.
already
Number
accomplished
5,
this
let go
goal,
of
and
resentment.
then
A
ask
lot of
yourself,
people hold
how is
grudges
he
in their
able to
heart
do it?
without even
What
knowing it,
capabilities
whether
does
it's
this
against other
2.0
people or
version of
something
yourself
that happened
have?
to them. They had a
List
form
them
of hatred
down.
deep inside
Those
their
capabilities
heart
are
that
what you
keeps them
need
from
in order
true
to
inner
remove
peace.
self-doubt
Now I
and achieve your
understand
goal.
what it's like to
So
have that
chase the
resentment.
2.0 version
I've
of
had it
yourself
myself
until
for a
you
long time,
become
so I'm
him.
not judging
That's
anyone
the
for
best
using
way
it.
to
After
deal
all,
with
hate
self-doubt.
can be a powerful
Number
source
5,
of energy
let go
to
of
get to your
resentment.
goals, but at the end
A
of
lot
the
of
day,
people hold
hatred
grudges in their
corrupts the
heart
soul. You
without
can't carry
even knowing
hate in
it,
your heart
whether
for
it's
too
against
long,
other
or it will
people
consume
or something
yourself.
that happened to
After
them.
using your
They have a
resentment
form of
and hate
hatred
in a
deep
productive
inside
way,
their heart,
you must
and
learn
this
to
keeps
let
them
it go.
from
Learn to
true inner
forgive others,
peace.
not in favor of
Now,
others,
I
but as a
understand
gift
what
to
it's like
yourself.
to have that
Forgiveness
resentment.
is the real
I've had it
key to
myself
inner
for a
peace
long
and
time,
happiness. Number
so I'm
6,
not
remove
judging
the
anyone
noise.
for
There's
using
too
it.
much noise
After
all
all,
around us,
hate
from
can be
the
a
news to
powerful
social
source of
media.
energy to
You're
get to
being
your
fed
goals.
non-stop
But at the end of the
Sometimes
day,
we just
hatred
need to mute
corrupts the
noise.
soul.
Take a
You
moment
can't
for
carry
quiet
hate in your
time,
heart
turn
for
off
too
the phone,
long,
find a
or it
quiet
will
place,
consume
have a
you.
cup of coffee
So
or
after
tea,
using your
and just
resentment
think
and
about
hate in a
things, or think
productive
about
way,
nothing,
you must
and
learn
you'll
to
be
let it
surprised how
go.
many
Learn to
solutions you'll
forgive
find in
others,
silence.
not in
7,
favor of
avoid
others, but
constantly
as a
comparing
gift to
yourself
yourself.
to others. Most
Forgiveness
people
is the real key to
compare
inner
themselves
peace
to
and
others, and that's why
happiness.
they stay miserable.
Number 6,
Listen, comparing
remove the
ourselves to
noise.
others is a natural
There's too much
tendency,
noise all
but it
around
can
us,
quickly
from the
become an
news to
unhealthy
social
habit.
media.
Why?
You're
Because
being
instead
fed
of
non-stop
focusing on our own
information.
growth and
Sometimes we just need
we
to
can become
mute the
fixated on
noise.
what others are
Take a
doing
moment
and
for
how they're
quiet
doing.
time.
This type of
Turn off the
comparison
phone.
is not only
Find a
unproductive,
quiet place.
but it can also
Have a
lead
cup
to
of
feelings of
coffee or
inadequacy.
tea
We must
and just
recognize
think about
that
things,
everyone's
or
journey
think
is
about
unique.
nothing at
What
all.
works for
You'll
someone
be
else may
surprised
not
how many
work for
solutions
us.
you'll
We all have
find in
different journeys
silence.
and paths in life.
Number
And it's
7,
important to
avoid
remember
constantly
that each
comparing
person's
yourself to
journey is
others.
unique. Instead of
Most people constantly
comparing
compare
yourself
themselves to others,
focus
and
on
that's
your
why
own
they
journey
stay
and purpose.
miserable.
Now, I want to
Listen,
emphasize that
comparing
there's
ourselves
nothing
to
wrong with
others is a
comparison
natural
if you're in
tendency, but it
competition
can quickly
against another
become
man.
an
If
unhealthy
you're not
habit.
competing, don't
Why?
compare yourself to
Because
others.
instead of focusing on our
Comparison is a
own
thief
growth
of
and
joy, and it
achievements,
only
we can
serves
become
to bring
fixated on what
unnecessary
others are
stress
doing and how they are
dissatisfaction in
doing
your
it.
life.
This
Embrace
type of
your own
comparison is
strengths
not
and
only
talents,
unproductive,
and strive
but it can
to be the
also lead
best
to
version
feelings of
yourself.
inadequacy.
Remember that
We
success
must
and happiness
recognize
are
that
not
everyone's
measured by
journey
how you
is
stack up
unique,
against others,
and what
but
works for
by
someone
how
else
fulfilled
may
and
not work
content
for
you are
us.
with your own
We all have different
accomplishments.
journeys
So
and
let go
paths
of
in
the
life,
urge to
and it's
compare
important to
and
remember that
focus
each
on
person's
your own
journey
personal
is
growth.
unique.
Number 8, avoid
Instead of
gossip
constantly
with living
comparing
times.
yourself to
Women
others,
gossip more
focus
than
on your
little
own
girls,
journey
it
and
may seem
purpose.
innocent, but gossiping
Now,
is quite
I
dark.
want to
Think about
emphasize
it. When
that
you
there's
speak
nothing wrong with
badly of another
comparison
person,
if you're
you
in
are
competition
effectively
against another
assassinating
man.
him. You may
But
not
if you're
be
not
assassinating
competing,
him
don't
in a
compare
physical
yourself
sense
to
by
others.
taking his life,
Comparison
but you are
is a thief
assassinating
of
his
joy,
character.
and it only
Assassinating
serves to bring
someone's
unnecessary
character
stress and
creates
dissatisfaction
negative
in
perceptions
your
by
life.
those around them
Embrace
who
your
often
own
accept
strengths
the
and
gossip they have
talents,
heard as
and
true on
strive
top
to
of
be
the
the best
negative
version
word.
of
Spread
yourself.
like wildfire as
Remember
basic
that
as
success
this
and
sounds.
happiness are
Before
not
speaking
measured
about
by how
someone,
you
just
stack up
ask
against
yourself
others,
what I
but by
want
how
this to be
fulfilled
said
and
about me.
content you are
And the
with your
answer
own
is no. Keep your mouth
accomplishments.
shut even
So let
when
go
all
of
others
the
around
urge
you
to
are
compare,
gossiping. Do not
and
join
instead
them.
focus
Instead,
on your
surround
own
yourself
personal
with
growth.
people who value
Number
positivity
8,
and
avoid
authenticity
gossip.
in interactions.
We live in
together.
times where
You
men
can
gossip
create a
more
culture
than little
of respectful
girls,
and
and it
productive
may seem
conversations,
innocent,
which will help you
but
level up in
gossiping
life.
is quite
Number
dark.
9, waiting for
Think
the
about
perfect
it.
moment.
When you
Most
speak
people
badly of another person, you are effectively assassinating him. You may not be assassinating him in the physical sense by taking his life, but you are assassinating his character. Assassinating someone's character creates negative perceptions by those around them, who often accept the gossip they have heard as true. On top of that, negative words spread like wildfire. As basic as this sounds, before speaking about someone, just ask yourself, would I want this to be said about me? If the answer is no, keep your mouth shut. Even when all others around you are gossiping, do not join them. Instead, surround yourself with people who value positivity and authenticity in interactions. Together, you can create a culture of respectful and productive conversations, which will help you level up in life. Number 9, waiting for the perfect moment. Most people wait for the perfect moment for everything. The perfect moment to start a new business. The perfect moment to start having kids with their wife. The perfect moment to break a habit. Guess what? The perfect moment never comes. It doesn't exist. So just do what you need to do instead of procrastinating. Number 10, don't take yourself too serious. When it comes to your goals, you should be very disciplined and serious. But there are also times to laugh and enjoy the journey. Laughing is healthy and it removes stress. That joy also makes you feel more energized and loose, which can help you get to your goals. Now, there may be periods where you are extremely serious and disciplined, and that is fine. But don't turn into a self-improvement dork that takes himself so serious he forgets to enjoy life. Number 11, let go of the past. A lot of people live in the past. They don't realize that the past is over and done with. Listen, the only reason to go back to the past is if there's lessons to be learned. But after learning those lessons, it's time to move on. The moment that matters to our lives the most is now. And only a fool would let the present moment go to waste. I know it sounds cliche, but there's nothing you can change about the past. It's already over. The only time you can do something about and change for the better is right now. By the way, if you want to level up in life, don't forget to show some love by hitting the like and subscribe button. Until next time.